What's going on, guys? It's currently 12:38 a.m. GMT. I'm actually gonna react to one of my first films. Yes, this is like one of my first projects after actually getting my camera. I can't remember the last time I watched this, but hey, it's gonna be cool to watch it, react. Let's see what I've gone. Obviously, I've improved so much since then, but it's gonna be cool to obviously, check out the first video that I've fully recorded myself. But yeah, let's get into it. Pull it from the back.
Like, we can speak from experience. I'm sure there was a time where both of us was just like, yo, this move that we're trying to make is, yeah, I don't want to be looked at.
Even coming here was a big step. Like, coming to London as well, just in general, me, because I don't live in.
For real, coming here was a big step, man. I basically enrolled into uni when the pandemic was in the worst way. You get me? Things were going left. Like, I remember when the pandemic fully hit the UK, I was in sixth form at the time. So everything got postponed. We all got our predicted grades. And yeah, so I decided to go to London. It's funny because it was all last minute, but God works in mysterious ways. So I'm just giving a bit of context because it wasn't easy to come here and to put myself in this type of position to be doing the stuff I'm doing right now today. So yeah, it is very motivational, but let's get back into it.
Coming to London was a massive step.
Facts.
Coming to London was one. It's a pandemic as well. Don't know no one. Like, originally I'm a shy person. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
I'll put it all to the side. I said, listen, if I wanna do what I wanna do, if I wanna do what I love, I'm gonna come out the ends because I'm not gonna get nowhere. There's limitations. I've got family. Do you know what I'm saying? So the things that mattered really just outweighed.
Facts, preach. Sorry to keep pausing it, guys, but I just had to pause it right there because I was really talking from the heart. Honestly, one thing I could say is, if you want something in life, you just gotta go get it. And you gotta be hungry, you gotta have the desire, and you just gotta keep fighting. Even today, like, a lot of people might look at the stuff now and be like, alright, it's not even like you're doing numbers, you're talking like you're doing numbers or anything, but nah, it's not even about that. Like, it's just about creating something. Things like that come in due time. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact that I'm doing what I'm doing now, I'm doing what I spoke about, because these times, a year before this, I didn't even have a camera in my hand. And to compare this time here to what I'm doing now, do you get it? So it's a blessing, and I've just started this YouTube channel, so it's a lot of full circle moments. But yeah, let's get back into it. One thing that annoys me about this video is, obviously it's how much a mistake, but I was recording in 60 FPS. Not only was this frying my SSD, but it just looks funny. Like, if you know, you know, but it just looks weird. So I didn't clock onto everything until later on, basically. If that makes sense. Oh yeah, that's my guy OD. Shout out to OD. Listen, coldest producer, but this nigga is a ghost. You ain't even answered your phone for 3 weeks, my nigga. I'm telling you, this guy is the coldest producer and the coolest brother. I've known him for a long time, but I gotta give him his flowers. But at the same time, bro, answer that phone, because I've been calling your ass for 2 weeks straight now, and you still ain't picked up. But let's get back into it. Shout out Pirate Studios, man. Even though now we got home studios, we've upgraded, but very nostalgic. Came in clutch.
I start my creative process from like just taking all my what I'm listening to right now, you feel me? Just create a vibe, man, that's it.
Oh, cap, that's key.
Sometimes it's not easy to just come in and just lock in straight away, you feel me? Like,
facts.
You gotta come in and catch a vibe first, like.
Yeah. Still to this day, it's the same thing.
That's That's the most important.
Sometimes you can come and not catch a vibe. It's like, oh, you have to go back home. Let's go get that vibe.
And like, fam,
You gotta ride the wave as well,
that's
boy.
the creative shit knows. There's nothing worse than like when you come here and you don't get shit done. Like you feel like you waste a day, fam.
That's facts.
All because you're just struggling to create a vibe in your head. Like,
That's
it's
facts.
not-
If you've ever seen the Wu-Tang Saga series, and when Raekwon and Ghostface Killer are obviously creating that album, and obviously when they have their creative block, they're watching these ninja films and you get gangster films, and that's what influenced the album that they made. Sometimes you got to step out and look at the nature that God's put in front of us to get inspiration, and that's the beauty of it. Do you know what I mean? That's what creating is. Creating is being inspired and translating it in your own way. You know, you should never ever look at getting inspiration outside of that as a bad thing. If anyone does, maybe no one does, but I'm just putting it out there.
And do this, you feel me? Like, man, it's just me, myself in the studio and the music. You feel me? So it's just, I can just take this shit serious. So it's like, it's battling, not getting comfy. That's the biggest, like,
That's the toughest
that's
battle,
the
man.
biggest hurdle that I feel like I'm gonna have to overcome now. I don't feel worried in.
But that's why, broski, you gotta pick up that phone. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. No, you're hustling, but broski, you get me? It's true. You know, you can't get comfortable. You can't get complacent. You know what's so funny about that shot? I'm going off topic, but when he when he wiped his nose and he threw the tissue, he wanted me to cut it out. But I told him, bro, I love shots like that because it shows how raw and authentic this is. This ain't a film, man. This is why I love documentaries. I love filmmaking in general, because when you're creating like an actual film, you know, it can be very scripted. Of course, there's improv in it, but still, you're still in the fine lines of the script, in the protective lines of the script. But documentaries are so raw, so little elements like that, I love it because it shows how raw and authentic it is. Because this is just two brothers just chilling in the studio, creating, literally. So, you know, that's how it's supposed to be.
No, it's gonna work out for me. The thing where I want to be like a guy who's like, I show my face every now and then. You know what I'm saying? It's like every now and then I show my face. It's not like you see me just like faced up all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I just want to be like, guys can see me on the street, yeah, and they won't even know that's me. When it gets to that point where people can notice me, you feel what I'm saying? Because right now, I like the incognito thing.
They notice you for your art
Yeah, exactly.
more than your
Notice me for my art.
face.
You feel me?
100%.
Feel me? Notice me for my art. You feel me? And then
You know, so funny, like, when you grow, yeah, you start to see things a bit differently. So, I feel like if myself there would see what I'm doing now, would be like, raw, how did you grow up here to jump on YouTube and start doing this thing? But then I feel like the younger version of me would be very happy because it'd be like, I've been waiting for you to be doing this for a long time. And I feel like as creatives, this is where you might feel like you're jeopardizing yourself, because I feel like that's where it comes from. It's like, oh, you know what? I want to be known for my art. I don't want to show myself. But it's like, who says just because you put your face in front of a camera and you're talking about something or you're breaking down your art, puts your career at the risk? And this is what I would say. If it makes sense in your head, then go and do it. You understand? If you feel like you've never seen anyone out there's no example, then be the example. So, because I feel like that's what I suffered with. My thing was like, oh, I don't see anyone else out there doing what I'm doing. Does that make sense? So, that's why I was a bit scared and I was moving. I don't know if I want to jump on the YouTube thing. Do you get it? But it's like, if it makes sense in your mind, if you feel like you can actually do YouTube and do this and do that and it all comes together and it makes sense, as long as it makes sense to you, then it will make sense to other people eventually. Whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's in 5 years, 10 years, 2 weeks, a couple months, wherever, it's going to make sense to people eventually. As long as you put the pieces of the puzzle and make people see it, eventually when pieces come together, they're going to be like, oh my, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, shout out to T-Bo, man. This guy is cold. Right now, he's doing his thing. He's real underground still. Like, when they say underground, like, he's real underground because he's really talented. And I remember hearing his stuff. Let me just pause it for a second. I remember hearing his music his unreleased stuff, and I'm like, bro, like this shit's crazy. And it's so mad how many people that are out there. Like, 'cause I know a lot of people that are really good, really, really talented. It's just, you know, when things align together, they will align in it and they're gonna take off. But he's one of them ones where I'll be like, yeah, he's really talented still. I can't lie, that's why I tapped in with him. But not only just because of that, but just because I got a genuine vibe from him. Cool brother still. Come on. Worky. Get worky.
Can't back up, what you tryna do with your life? I felt sick, got up and I sat up, press up, how you gonna get me this high? She said, when we gonna go on dates? I said, baby girl, you must be fried. She won't viv, it's about time, I'm walking red flag, just look at the sign. You know I'm a winner, spectacular nigga, I'm one of that kind. I be screaming out, pick me, show you one hammer, pick me, show you got freaky, say she dig me. Got singing in the room like Whitney, man, I'm hearing me, about to go turn up, cause my fam and I'm bringing up burners, so you got flabbies.
You have to set the example for people to lead by.
But you gotta listen, at the end of the day, innit, you gotta, what's it called? You start somewhere, like, obviously me, I was so used to just working by myself. And you're just on the computer all the time, so at the end of the day, you're only arguing with yourself, really. So it's like,
That's true.
you know, it's like controlling also with the orchestra and that. Like
That's it with the
controlling
orchestra
everyone,
and
making
that.
sure everyone is just patterned up.
Funny.
So-
See the way I put my words together. Yeah, nah. When you, I feel like, you see, when you work by yourself for a long time, and I feel like in this generation now, because things are so accessible and easier to use, so you're able to create and do things by yourself easy. But I feel like when you want to get to that next level, you definitely need to look into just networking with people, finding a team, and focusing on one thing that you're really good at. Do you understand? If you're a director, you focus on the directing. If you're a writer, focus on the writing. If you're a gaffer, focus on the lighting. Do you get it? If you're a sound designer, focus on the sound designing. If you're a producer, set designer, art, like, always try to find a team, you know, because you'll see not only is it easy, but the production will be a lot better because everyone gets to just focus on their side of the things. And when you come together, you just create something that's beautiful. And it's not just, oh, I done this all myself, or you get the glory. No, you all get the glory of creating this beautiful masterpiece. And I think that's what I was trying to say. The biggest blessing that God's given to us, I personally feel like the biggest gift that he's given to us is our imagination. You understand? Because we can imagine the most beautiful things, you know, the greatest ideas, the greatest concepts. But one thing you need to consider is other people can too. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I feel like it's important to not only know how to do things by yourself, but most importantly, know how to work with other people as well. That's very important.
Uni really like puts things into perspective. Yeah. No, but you got to show. That's when you're comfortable. You got to show them there's two different sides of you, right? There's you, but when it comes to like business and taking things serious, you got to show. Yeah, you can't be comfortable, man. Like I said, you can't be comfortable in an uncomfortable situation.
Nah, that's true.
Like, you got to be uncomfortable all the time.
Nah, basically to touch on that, I think what I was trying to say is when you work with people, especially like your friends, sometimes it can be a bit difficult, you know, because if you're not that serious or the people that are with you are not that serious, you need to set the boundaries of the working environment that you're in. You know, people need to understand, okay, listen guys, we're doing business here, we're working, we're creating something great. There needs to be a level of professionalism. Does that make sense? So the boundaries already got to be set. You know, you need to know, okay, cool. If you ain't gonna take this serious and you're gonna joke around too much, maybe this ain't the right thing for you. You know, I'm not saying, and this is not personal. This is not me persecuting you, saying, okay, you're a bad person, because some people might take it like that. But it's a thing of, because you might feel comfortable because we're friends and we've got this comfortable relationship, so you don't take everything I do seriously, which is a problem. And you need to know when to go and say, listen, I don't think you're the right person for this. I'm going to need to get someone else. And you're going to have to know how to put someone aside. And I feel that's what a real leader does. A real leader knows how to communicate in the right way as well and use the right words as well.
It's not even a that thing. Like, no one can tell you, boom,
brethren, this and that. Yeah, but it's like I am being your brethren. I'm telling you, fatten up.
Of course,
You
yeah.
get me?
I want to see you win. I want you to win with me. I don't want to.
100%. I want to see you pattern up. It's like a bad enough my brethren or something. But yeah, listen guys, if you want to watch this, obviously I play the full video here. If you want to watch this, the link's gonna be below. Let me know what you think as well. Thank you for tapping in with me again. That's gonna be me for today. I gotta go sleep. But yeah, good night. God bless.